A woman peeled an apple every single day. She was actually trying to make poison out of the apple cores. This was all because her daughter had been brutally assaulted by 4 men. It all started when Anna went to a party that day. Just as she was about to head home, 2 men suddenly grabbed her. Her cries for help drew the attention of a security guard. But to her horror, the guard joined the attackers without hesitation. The 4 men in the car kept stopping to switch drivers along the way. It was a long time later that Anna was cruelly kicked into a ditch. Fortunately, someone found her the next day. Otherwise, she would have never seen her daughter again. Anna's ordeal made headlines in many media outlets. Based on her testimony, the police quickly arrested the 4 perpetrators. However, the judge had been bribed by them. The judge claimed that Anna's testimony was invalid because she had been drinking. In the end, the 4 men were acquitted without any punishment. Anna's father was so enraged that he punched one of the culprits. As a result, he was immediately detained by the judge. It was as if that single punch had caused far greater harm than what Anna had endured. So, since the law failed to deliver justice, she decided to take matters into her own hands and avenge her daughter. First, she hired a private detective to dig up information on the perpetrators. The first culprit was identified in no time. She then had someone lure him into a car. He was soon rendered unconscious by a sedative. When he woke up, he found himself lying right at his own doorstep. He stumbled to the bathroom, but that was when he realized his genitals were gone. Panic overwhelmed him instantly. He lost his footing and slipped. His head slammed against a water pipe. He died on the spot. Next came the second culprit. She extracted cyanide from apple seeds and secretly poured it into his water glass. As soon as he drank it, he started convulsing violently and foaming at the mouth. He was rushed to the hospital in time, but he ended up paralyzed from head to toe. After that, she placed the sliced apples she had cut in the third culprit's house, planting fake evidence of poison making. She even searched for information on making poison from apple seeds on his computer. Thanks to this elaborate setup, the third culprit was successfully sentenced to prison. Unfortunately, she accidentally left her glasses at the scene. This clue put her on the police's radar. Before she could make her move against the last culprit, he showed up at her door voluntarily. Her daughter froze in shock when she saw him standing behind her. Luckily, she arrived just in time. She shouted at her daughter to run, and then she engaged the culprit in a fierce fight, but she was soon overpowered. The culprit wrapped a plastic bag over her head. As she was losing consciousness, she watched him chase after her daughter. Somehow, she managed to snap out of her daze. She followed the footprints to catch up, but the culprit ambushed her from behind and knocked her down. Just as things seemed hopeless, a gunshot rang out. It was the police officer who had been keeping an eye on the case. She quickly picked up the gun the culprit had dropped. The officer urged her to stay calm. After all, if she pulled the trigger, she would end up behind bars too. But if the shot was fired from the officer's gun, everything would be considered legal. As she hesitated, her daughter walked out and called her mom, a woman who was not related to her by blood at all. This simple word made her, the stepmother, no longer afraid.